How you doing?
Doing good.
How did the name Sharpiro come all about?
You see, Akaka students gave me that name.
Students nicknamed you?
Yes, they nicknamed me. I always tell students that if there's a master in the school and the students nickname him, and then he goes after the students for nicknaming him. See, obviously, the name that will be given to you will be worse. So you go by the first one that is given to you, which is adoptable.
Yeah.
But if you say, oh, why are you giving me this name? Come, I'll punish you. The next time they converge, the name that will be given to you will take you into the grave.
So why would students
I never even knew that it was me who was called that Sharpiro. It all happened when I started teaching in Accra Academy. That was in 84, 84, 85. And the students I met, see, my first sporting event was to go out with the students to Winneba.
Okay.
In preparation, that was the Interco, Super Zoo and Interco.
Yeah.
So I picked the team, and I realized that my students were always late for functions. So I went to Assembly Hall to announce the team. And then I made it known to them that that's tomorrow, by 7:30 sharp, the bus will be at the school gate. Whether you are someone who can run for the school to win laurels or who don't mind, I'll go with those people who will make the time. If you didn't know that, that sharp had been jotted down into their books. So we went to Winneba, came back, went to Accra Stadium to have the interview. Then Mars Mills.
Yeah. Leo Mars Mills?
Yes. No, not Leo. The Mars Mills proper, the original.
Okay.
The junior brother is Leo.
Yeah.
Of course, Leo also came to Accra Academy.
Oh, okay.
So he had a mother pool.
Okay.
So I had to dash to the field to attend to him because it was our eye. Then when I got there, I heard Sharp. Who is this Sharp? I never minded them. So I came back. I went back again to another injury-prone runner. Went back, the same Sharp was just ringing at the stadium from the Accra Academy stand. So we had to replay the competition. I mean the video at the Accra Academy
Sports Hall or Dining Hall?
No, Assembly Hall.
Okay.
And I was seated with my late headmistress, Mrs. Hamilton. May her soul rest in peace. So when that part of the video came, then the whole stadium vibrated. Sharp. So I came again, Sharpiro. So I asked my madam, who is that Sharpiro? I said, but it is you don't know. So that was all. I became Sharpiro all over. It has become part of my name. Now even if you mention Sarpong, people don't know. They say, it's Sharpiro.
Sharpiro.
Yes. So that was how it came, and then it has become an institutionalized name all over. In fact, from here to, I think even all heads of state in the world know that Sharpiro is Sarpong.
Students, we are quite interesting people, because this thing you just cited, I remember how we nicknamed our senior housemaster Atipwe. We nicknamed our headmaster. Apart from calling him Dada,
yes,
we called him the Lion.
Yes, they give you names.
Then our mathematics teacher. I don't want to mention that on TV. Then there was another housemaster, we named him Aslo.
Yes.
Then there was another teacher, we named him Boomba. There was one we named him Banku Banku.
It's a way of getting closer to
the students.
And that name Sharpiro brought me closer to most of the students, especially the sports boys.
Yeah.
And they gave up their best because I was motivating them. At times, I pretended I was annoyed with them.
Yeah.
And anytime they saw my car coming from my bungalow to school, they would see them running away. Because they tell me they don't know my mindset at that time. Because I can act at any time. I can decide to punish you when I get you not in class. You know, I had a lot of work to do for the headmaster. He abandoned the sports master, name, was calling me manager. So I became the manager of the school.
Where were you born?
You know, I have a dual citizenship, in quote, dual citizenship. That's the term now in the country.
In the country?
Yes. My father hailed from Asante Mampong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a clan called Achiremade.
Okay.
And those Achiremade people, they act like Nima people. Excuse me. The way they act. If you offend them, they'll make sure by 6 o'clock they reply. They don't go and sleep over it. So that's where my father hailed from.
Okay.
And then my mother hailed from Nkonya.
Okay.
Nkonya and Chubru. My mother was a Guan. Of course, both are deceased.
Yeah.
Yes. And so for me, that's why I said
you are dual.
Yeah, yes. So, but I stayed mostly with my mother in Nkonya. My father said my mother should take us to Nkonya because by what he said, the Evers are more brilliant. So I shouldn't school me in Ashanti region. I should go to Nkonya. That was why I ended up going to school, all my education in the Buta region, in Nkonya to be precise.
Okay.
From class 1 to Form 4 in Nkonya. From Form 1 to Form 5 in Nkonya Secondary School. Then I moved out to St. Francis Training College. Okay. 2-year POSEC. Then from there, I taught for almost 11 years. Then I went to Winneba to do the PE course. Then I was posted to Accra Academy.
Oh, I see. Yeah. How many siblings do you have?
What?
Siblings. How many siblings do you
have?
I
have 5.
5 siblings. You're the senior
one. I lost one last year.
Oh, sorry.
I lost the elder one, the oldest one last year. So I left with 4. So 2 boys, 2 girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it means that the other one was it also a boy or?
The one who died?
Yes.
Yes, a boy.
A boy. Yes. So it was 3 boys, 2 girls.
Yes.
Perfect mathematics by your parents.
from a sports master.
Odd number.
Yes.
So how was your upbringing like?
Well, my mother, I was on WhatsApp with somebody from US, was asking about my background. I said, look, my mother used to tell me I was a very bad boy. I never knew. My mother told me that I was a very bad boy when I was growing up.
Are you number 2, number 3, or number 4?
No, we are only 2.
I mean, your position. Are you child number 1 or
child number 2?
You are child. I'm not surprised.
child number 1.
They say second boys are always
child number 1 is a woman. It's a woman.
Oh, okay.
So we're only 2. So my mother told me I was a very bad boy. So, you know, that I don't know whether it was a motivational message to me. Your mother tells you, you are a bad boy. Every day you wake up, you are a bad boy. Look, I don't like the word, you are a bad boy. So it rang in my head. How bad am I? So I remember one time, my mother was monitoring me and my brother from Nkonya, good ways. Yeah. And we were planning to do something bad. And my mother sneaked behind us. I never knew. Together with my brother's mother. I don't know whether they planned. So we were planning, we were very hungry. So we planned to go to a shop bar. And then the fufu that is being pounded, we use the plate, we put some fufu under the plate as a magnet. And then put it on the coins that the woman has been collecting. Then we pretend that we want to buy fufu and tell her that we want water to drink. She will go to the house and fetch water. Before she comes, we'll collect the coins and pay her back by buying the fufu. So my mother came out to say, look, you see, I said you are bad boys. You see what you have just planned. You see you. You don't know that this time you are the ugliest pupils, boys in the crowd. And then my mother deflated that plan. So anytime I sit back and try to recollect what my mother told me, I say, my mother, you should have been rather positive in my life. By using the negative words, as if what I was doing was good. You are a bad boy. It means you are hyping my character. Yeah. It should have been the opposite side. Look, you are a good boy. Don't do this. You are a bad, but don't do the positive way. This is to those who are bringing up their children.
They need to always be positive.
That's right. Because if you keep on saying somebody is bad, he feels you are trying to hype him. Yeah. He goes to do very worse things. And my life was full of this type of behavior. When at one time I stole school bottles to go and sell. My mother told me I was a bad boy. You know, I stole school bottles that were meant for lining the pitch. I mean, with bottles, you know, for volleyball. Those days, we didn't have. I needed to know how to ride a bicycle. And you had to pay. Every 5 minutes, you had to pay some coins. I didn't have. I was eager to know how to learn to ride. I was in middle school. Form 2 or so. So I gathered some small boys from the kindergarten side, ordered them to carry the bottles. I was carrying the biggest load. We went to sell to the Galway people, those who buy bottles. I mean, nobody brought them to Accra for the breweries. And I collected the money and then I went and used it to ride. Apparently, when I was collecting the bottles, there was one senior who saw me. And then he went and reported to the head teacher of the school that he had seen me carrying bottles from the school. Little did I know that the headmaster had planned to disgrace me. So the following day on Monday, I came to assembly, satisfied that I had done what I wanted. I mean, I've known how to ride a bicycle. So he announced, after the normal school assembly, he said he had an announcement to make. I never knew he was going to mention me. Then he told me to climb and come to the top to where he was standing. I went there. Then he said, they should all look at me. But man never went to that. You know, the guy who reported me was one Toya, a police officer. He used to stand at the CMB area to direct traffic. They call him dancing policeman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very tall, lanky, who danced to direct traffic.
Wow.
Yeah, he was my senior in Saito, in elementary. He reported me. At that time, he became a policeman because he reported me to the head teacher. So he became a policeman. Then the man said, you know what? You see this boy, the whole school exploded. Yes, sir. Do you know him? He said, yes, sir. What is his name? Oh, Sarpong Emmanuel. So good. Apparently, you are called Emmanuel too. I said, yes, sir. I'm a good man to let people follow you to town. For them to be singing after you, Julo. I never knew what Julo meant. So he asked somebody, do you understand Julo? Then there was one boy who came from Accra. So he said, a thief. So, oh. So they should follow me to town and say, thief. Apparently, I was leaving away from the school to go and bring the bottles back. How do I go and bring the bottles? How do I go to a Gawo man who has tied these bottles in the bag?
But now he's even gone.
No, unfortunately, he was packing. He was trying to pack the bottles to the vehicle. For 2 days, he was still packing. How to tell my mother was a problem. My mother said, we have not been going to school. Why? So I'm not feeling fine. So look, my mother went behind me to the school to ask why I was not coming to school. So my headmaster broke the news to her. I was shipped. I will never forget in my life. My mother could speak many languages. So he went to the man and spoke Zamarama to the man. So apparently she had to pay. And the bottles were returned to the school. You see? There are many, so if my mother told me that I was a bad boy, because it was ringing this in my head. Bad boy, but I went on that tangent. You know? So later, I saw that, no, that was a very bad behavior. No, of course, my children didn't take to me.
You regret some of these things, right?
And I do what?
Do you regret some of these things?
Oh, childhood, I don't regret. It made me a hero. It made me a hero. Nabila, there are many things that I don't want me to say on air. So, growing up, I had to leave these things behind. Yeah. Yes, and I was so very important to my school. We were the pioneers of the school. Yeah. So I had to leave it. But apparently the headmaster saw that if he doesn't give me a position, I'll continue to be bad. So I was appointed the sports captain and the entertainment prefect, 2 portfolios in the school, one man. He has to calm me down. You know, and then that changed my life.
because your mother said you were bad boy. Yes. But based on this story you shared, it kind of suggests that growing up it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy. I came from a predominantly poor family. You know, my father was an ex-serviceman. Ex-policeman, ex-regimental sergeant major in the army. You know, and so I was brought up in the barracks. So you could see where they say I'm a bad boy. You know, barracks boys, you know how they behave.
Yeah.
We are a mixture of tribes.
Yeah.
Hausa, Igbe, many. And then if you don't take time and join the bad one, the bad group, you are done.
So does it suggest that your life
Yeah.
in sports, or let me say football, started in school?
Yeah, we had splinter teams.
Okay.
Who were playing these rubber balls in those days. These round balls made of this rubber, rubber. We were playing. We had teams. And late Kobraje, NDC, former NDC. Yeah, he had a team. We hailed from the same town.
Oh, okay.
He had a team. We also had a team. Our team was called Thunder Weathers.
Thunder Weathers.
Thunder Weathers. You know why? Thunder Weathers was a name given to late Sike Gampi when he went abroad to play professional.
Oh,
then the shot he gave was nicknamed there. I think Germany also was nicknamed the Thunder Weather of Africa. So we adopted that name. So we started playing there. And then later it went to the school, was sports captain. In fact, I did very well. But I learned how to play. I was taught how to play by my PE teacher, Mr. Nathan Akrasi. We're still living. And then he actually taught us the rudiments of football. We had then come from Winnipeg fresh. Fresh idea. And we conquered the whole of that part of Volta region. You couldn't beat a school team. We were fantastic, And even Honorable Baba, Agbesi, Honorable Agbesi, formerly of Ashaima, MP of Ashaima. He's an old boy of Nkwenya Secondary School. And he played fantastic footballer. Very great football. I don't know why he came to. I think that man.
When God chooses a path for you,
it would definitely brilliant footballer. Brilliant footballer. We had people in the school. So from there, I proceeded to play for. My sports master was playing for KJB Great Accounts. So he took me along, and I was registered to play in the team. My sports master, I was playing along with my sports master. I was playing as a winger. He was a defender. So from there, after matches, he would bring me back to Nkwenya. So I proceeded to go to St. Francis, also became a sports captain and play for the school. And I was a sprinter. I was a runner.
You were playing football, you were running?
I was running and playing football for the school. And I was untouchable in St. Francis Training College because I was the eye of the school, of the college. And then late Mr. Kotuampao, the lawyer Kotuampao's father, was the principal of the school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he hadn't had a Peugeot car, 504. So he nicknamed the Peugeot after me. I misbehaved in school, and then they went and reported me to him. So when he came, St. Francis, when he came and said, Peugeot, why? Come to my house. I went, he said, don't do that again. Because I was the eye of the school. He didn't want to punish me. You see? So, hello, David, I hold on, so you see.
Yeah, there are so many things.
Yeah,
there are so many things.
So, in fact, I played for I played for Hohoi Stores. Where Adofoma was my teammate and my roommate. So there was a time when we played, and then he told me that the House of Folk wanted to see me. They wanted to see us.
Oh, really?
Yes. Late Tommy Thompson. The late House of Folk Tommy Thompson.
Yeah.
I declined. I never went, but he went, and that brought him up in the House of Folk setup.
Oh, okay.
So later, I also went to Suzurubi to play.
Yeah.
So Suzurubi, they wanted to draft me back to Olympics, and I also ran away because the way the supporters were behaving. But later, I became their coach.
You see, sometimes this supporters thing has been there for a very long time. But tell me pretty quick. Your footballing career on the pitch did not tell us a big story about you. But on the touchline, at what point did that decision to get into coaching start? Well,
I think when I went to Accra Academy in 1984, the director of sports, the sports officer of the University of Ghana, Mr. Duakwa, I don't know why he's still alive, came to Accra Academy and then said he has seen the boys play. Then they were for these Gusa games. They have never won any trophy. He sought permission from the headmaster that I should come and coach this team for him.
The University of Ghana
team.
School?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where I met Duncan and the Honorable Neil Antipoy. And one Mama who is the GASEM head or so. Yeah. I met all of them in the university. And that year we won the gold. They won gold for the first time. So I said, no, I think I will be able to coach. So I handed to CBB my own team a while. Then, out of the blue, I was in the house when late Tommy Thompson and some other big men of House of. That was the 84. I'm talking about the musical youth era.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, that time you had just
started. Yes. So apparently they had gone to Winneba to ask for a football inclined coach who will be able to handle juveniles. Because Dr. Nyahutabakulu had then dissolved House of Folk, sacking about 23 key players.
He dissolved the team.
So we had to go in for these young ones. And I met my old man, DSP Coach Kobna, late DSP Coach Kobna. But when they came to my house, they brought about 5 cars. I remember very well, late Tommy Thompson, Nana Santisechi, their secretary came, and then they brought a bottle of schnapps, HP Nyamite.
Okay.
So they brought a bottle of schnapps.
Former GFA chairman.
Yes. They brought a bottle of schnapps and said, did I know the reason why they have come? I said, no. And Tommy was a chain smoker. So he sought permission to smoke. I said, no, you should feel free and smoke. So, okay, they have come to take me to House of Folk to coach. And this is, if you've come to somebody's house, you have to bring a bottle of snap, and some money. There was money attached to it. So I was shivering. I was looking at house as a very big,
big institution.
And from a academy to go and stand there and coach this team, of course, it's not beyond my capabilities.
Yeah.
But if you look at the name House of Folk, from afar, I didn't want even to get closer. So that night I didn't sleep. I was pondering what would happen to me on the pitch the first day. So when I went, I met Dr. Nyahutabakulu and then my boss, DSP Coach Kobna. So I was introduced as the young man who was coming to help him. The little psychology I had, I saw that my boss wasn't happy. But when they bring a new coach, the board brings a new coach. It means they are coming to sack you. So after training, I went to him. I said, Dada, you know what? I'm not coming to take your job from you. I'm a young coach. Teach me everything in coaching. Teach me everything. Feel free with me. Take me as your son. And teach me. So one day I will mention your name. Somebody will lead me into this game. So he relaxed. He taught me every ingredient in football. Coach Kobna, let's Coach Kobna. He could even predict that, look, tomorrow you see the training we are doing. Tomorrow, that Sunday, we'll beat this team about 3 goals or 4. And it happened. He told me that the last training session of a team, when the team hits a crossbar during training, I mean the probable the team that's going to play, when they hit the crossbar, in a match they will hit the crossbar. If they miss chances, in a match they will miss the chances. So make sure that when we are training, all those balls must enter the net. And it happened. One time I wanted to test him, the bad boy that I was, I wanted to see things for myself. There was one, Ezekiel Alamu, he played for House of Folk, he's now in US. And then some of these our boys in house, So Alamu was an adroit dribbler. He didn't want to pass balls. And then one Eric Mensah. So in that game, at last training session, Alamu hit the crossbar. He hit the crossbar again before he scored. I didn't tell my coach anything. I just wanted to see something for myself. Sunday, Alamu hit crossbar 2 times before he scored. So I went to, old man, you saw what? I said, I catch it out. The man said, no, football, he was a phantom man. The man said, no, football. Hey, I fought to wait with him. I said, I be fought with him. No man with him. It is true. So sometimes I talk about our newborn coaches.
Yeah.
At times, you have to get closer to the old men to tell you certain things in football.
Yeah.
No, they get excited.
Not everything is scientific.
No. I always excuse me from aware that in Africa, the Bible doesn't play football. Bible doesn't play football. You know,
What they play the ball?
The other athletes play football. Other athletes play football. The prayers you see being conducted, prayers. Look, if heaven opens today, and God wants people who pray a lot to enter the kingdom of heaven, footballers will be the first. From the dressing room, they'll pray. They descend on the bus, they'll pray. They enter the dressing room, they'll dress up. When they're going to warm up, they'll pray. When they come back from the warm up, they'll pray. When they go and play, first half, they'll pray. Second half, they'll pray before they go back. After the game, they'll pray. You see, so it is nothing that you see even their coaches now telling, you know our coaches, they take on for the first time. I think we have to give glory to God. Yes, you have to give glory to God. But I'm telling you that you are just brainwashing. You are just camouflage. It's a camouflage. You know what has gone beyond. You know what the executive are going to do. They just push you there to go. That's why sometimes they tell you, look, if you coach, you can go. The players can play. It's because of this. You see, so there are many things that go into football. It's not a matter of standing on the touchline and shouting. Sometimes even you shout at the player, he doesn't even listen to you. But for the respect he has for you, he'll come. Any player who comes to you as a coach and is drinking water, don't talk to him. He doesn't listen to what you are saying. He's thirsty. He wants to go back and play. You know? So at times there are certain places that you have to talk about.
We think there's Juju in football?
Anything that has a name exists. Anything that has a name exists. You follow me? If there's Juju in football, Juju exists. So there is. There's Juju in football. Nobody should tell me that I'm telling lies. There's Juju in football. You know? During
your coaching career, did you try Juju before games?
Oh, I want to tell a story about when I was playing for Susubibi.
Please go ahead.
We lost to Azakes, I think, was it? No, before then. Azakes was one big team that was worrying teams. Those secondary teams, 11 Wise and Azakes. So we were supposed to play Azakes. Then our manager said somebody was coming to play for us. That the man said we should go to the cemetery at midnight. We'll go and pray in the cemetery. Why do I go and pray cemetery midnight? I feared, how do you call it, what do you call it, spirits.
Yeah.
Especially people who are dead bodies to come and, okay. So I made sure that I was in the middle of the queue. I wouldn't be last, I wouldn't be first. So in case of something, I can balance. You know? So we went, and he didn't go even to those who were dead. I mean, the front,
like the graves?
The graves.
Yeah.
I mean, when you enter the first graves, no. Went deep inside. And then if you look at your back, it was very dark. Front was dark, back was dark, side was dark. And this man started chanting, saying certain things, tetragrammaton, some things, 6 and 7 books of Moses, and all of things. Then we came back. We knew we had won. We were well up 4-0. After all our presence in the cemetery, 4-0. But our managers believed that, something went wrong. That was why we lost. Another time, they said this time, they used blade to make some marks on our head and put some black powder into it so that we'll be able to see the ball well. They were giving a bunch of bananas to eat. You know, so when I left Susubibi and went to Winneba, I got to know that why did we lose? I asked myself, why did we lose the match? I was doing some research. I got to know that the way we stood out the whole night without rest, the legs that we were going to use to play were weak. You look at the time we stood in the dark, no rest.
Like for how long did you?
About 3 hours, praying. People were dozing. If you are dozing, they will come and hit your back that you should wake up. Otherwise, they will say that you cause the team to lose. You know, so if somebody tells me that there's no Juju in football, yes, there's Juju in football, but it depends on your psyche. If you believe in it.
But you did the Juju and still lost 4-0. You walloped you 4.
You do for what?
You didn't Juju to go and win. You wanted to win, but
the organizer said, I mean, the owner say you have to do it.
But if the Juju was working, you didn't even need to
at times you are lucky to backside, to come to your side.
So what clearly means that, in as much as there's this perception that Juju actually works in football,
yes, it works.
But you really have to work too.
Yeah, yes, you have to make it work. Why do you have to make it work? It's from the trading, the perception. Because you have gone through, tell them it's not there. But you don't. There's a way you should do it. You know, there's a time when a player told me that, coach, we need to bath water before we are able to win. I went, brought water, put this lavender inside. Said, hey, come and bath. We won the match. Meanwhile, there was nothing. You know, just because they had the belief in the water that if I bring in the water in the bath, and we win.
No, so if I get you clear,
yeah,
is it how you think that influences whether Juju works or not, or it is the Juju that will help you win?
The Juju doesn't help you to win. The Juju is a psychological booster. From the coast, they started from the coast, which is why a player can tell me that, look, bring water for us to bath. From the coast level, they do that. Why do coast players put white handkerchiefs on their wrist? Why is it that some people will paint their face white? Why do you tell that today the color is not good, go and wear violet? Why do House of Folk people tell that the colors that they wear is what do you call it? It's a universal color. That you can't do anything against House of Folk because the colors are universal. It's a rainbow color. Every color is a rainbow. Why do they believe in it? Why is that sometimes? Do you know why they change this the guesses to that an away team will come, they will read that, oh, perhaps Susubibi wears green and yellow. So we should also go and find green and yellow to match their color. Well, we got in those days, the home team will have to change. So you force them to change their jersey. The jersey they have used to going to the Juju, they will change it. Then you wear that jersey. So the light comes to you. You see? So if you are sitting outside, there are many things in football. Many things that go into football. People don't know.
How many years did you spend at House of Folk?
House of Folk? I can't remember. But, you know, I've been in House of Folk in and out 3 years. 3 times.
Okay.
In
3 times?
3 times in House of Folk. Yahoo Tamaku's era. I left. There was a problem between me and Yahoo. So I had to leave. And then later, during Afanen's time, later Afanen's time, he was with the national team. And then they opted me to come. To come and help him. Yeah. Because he was in the national team. So that was when we won the league. Before he came back, I had won the league for House of Folk. Yeah. So we continued from there. Then I left. Then during the time they were playing in Africa, during the time of later Sam Dodu, and then my good friend Polo, we were then handling House of Folk. And I hear there was a rift between them. They never saw eye to eye. So then the head of state, the late head of state, Atames was the board chairman.
Okay.
So they had to run to me to come and help so that the two of them would leave the scene. So it was dividing the front of the team. So I went. You could remember when GS Kabil beat our team here?
Yeah.
Yes, I took them to, how do you call it? I took them for the match. You know, so that was the 3rd time I went to House of Folk. You know.
What happened between you and the Nyahotama club?
Well, Yahoo said I was a conduit pipe.
What does that mean?
You know the meaning? That was the word used. There was, Alagi Haas was there in US when Yahoo.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. When Yahoo sacked the 23 players, but apparently the Haas people didn't like it because it was a way of wiping away the foundation of the team.
Of the club.
Of the club. So when I was drafted in, working, then Alagi came and said he wanted to see the players, to honor them, So I didn't know the rift between Yahoo and the Alagi house. I never knew there was anything between them. So they called on me and then we went to Alagi's house. He gave us some food to eat. And then he gave even Nanabe some money to drop into Tema because he was coming back to training.
Oh, okay.
Then later, I had news. In fact, I was coming to the training ground when I saw Yahoo on a table like a politician addressing the House faithfuls. that the man he has gone to take bribe. We were going to play Hazakers in a friendly match that Sunday. So he was taking money from Hazakers. He's not a good man. So I didn't know. I thought he was addressing it. So when I got to the place, then my boss, a late DSP,
Governor,
said, coach, Abazina, who can? I said, I give bribe. I said, school teacher, I've gone to take money from who? Boss, the match we are going, was it a competitive? It's a friendly match. How do I take money? So Yahoo was also the supporters front was divided. So my boss, being a policeman, said, coach, just get off. Leave these people go. Because you don't know when something happens, they will say that you were the cause. That match we won 3-0 at the stadium. So I went off. Then Yahoo came to my house with a gun. Yes, that I remember we were using a small Peugeot car in the company of Tetoku. Asphalt, Tetoku. And then one of the richest, we call it richest, is the team manager. 3 of them came. I had them closed from school. After that, I wasn't with the team again.
Yeah.
So he wielded that gun, came out. So what had I gone to tell late Rollins and Anna Enning about the fact that I've left the team? So, me, these personalities, I've never even seen them before. I've not talked to them. So it's a good man to shoot me for taking him to the head of state and then Anna Enning, who was our supporters. So when he left, I went to Alagi Tijani. The late Alagi Tijani was then the board chairman, and reported the case to him. He said, look, I should go to the CID headquarters and report that case to them. So I went there and told them, I said, look, I should go back to Kaneshi. You know, that is likely. Yeah. That Nyahu has been arrested. You know, Ghana police, if they want to work, they will work. Look at the time even the news broke out to them and the action they took. And when I got to the police station, Nyahu was there.